Hello guys, so in today's lecture we are going to talk about the source of infection. In previous video we talked about the basic overview of infection and also types of infection. So now we talk about source. There are lots of types of source are present. Generally, first we are all humans. Second is animals which is surround us. The third type is insects which we don't like. A fourth type is soil and water which we need more. The fifth type is food without we cannot live. So all the things are connected to us. That's why they are source of infection. Now first is human. Now human is the main reservoir of infection or of organisms which cause the disease or pathogens. Now there are lots of things they can be transmit the infection like they coughing. Through coughing, tuberculosis is transmitted. Through sneezing, a common cold is transmitted. Through sexual contact, a syphilis and AIDS is transmitted. So also sexual and also through placenta from mother to fetus also transmitted. Humans is also work or transmit as a carrier. So there are lots of types of carrier. So we talk about in humans carrier like a convalescent. What is types of carrier? It means it become healthy after disease. Become healthy. Now it harbors the organisms for some time, but not ill. So it means it first get infected, they recover from the infection, but now harbors the infection, but not ill, but not is in disease condition. So it is called a convalescent carrier. The best example of this is Salmonella typhi. Once you get infected, you become a carrier for the at least for 6 months. Now second is a healthy carrier. What means a healthy individual carrying organisms or harboring the organism but not yet still infected. Now third one is an incubatory carrier. Now what it means, it incubates the organism, means it will be going to be in a disease condition but not now. So it not still yet got disease. So it harbors the organism and incubate the organism, means multiplication of organism is happening. So one time it will get a disease. So it is called a infectory carrier. Now fourth type carrier is the temporary carrier. All the previous third like convalescent, healthy and incubatory carrier are included into temporary carrier because at least for 6 months they harbor the organism and can infect another person. Now fifth one is a chronic carrier. A carrier which harbors the organism for years, for more than 6 months or for whole life. This is called a chronic carrier. Now sixth type, it's called contact carrier. It means it's get an organism from the patient through contact. Now give another one to organism. It means it do not harbor the organism, but it have physically attached organisms. Like it go to the hospital and to just see to their friend or their neighbor, which is in an infection condition or in a hospital admitted. So it get organism from the hospital and give to another one. It do not incubate. So it means it is a contact carrier. It is a very temporary carrier until you get bath from hot water. Seventh one is a paradoxical carrier. A carrier get another organism from another carrier, means carrier from another career, career to career. It is called a paradoxical career. So that was the type of career into the humans. Now let's talk about the animals. Animals, especially animals like zoonotics. Now what is zoonotics? The animals which cause disease into the humans. It means animal to human. It is called zoonotics or zoonotics. So simply it may be a bacteria, it may be a protozoan, it may be a fungi, it may be an algae, it may be a virus. So this type of organism causes a disease into human. They call it zoonotics. Now third one is the insects. It is the main part or main source of infection. Now insects, there are two types of carrier in insects: mechanical and biological. They work as a vectors. What is mechanical? It is a type of carrier of insects that physically they have organism, like a fly. Fly get a organism in their legs through they touch to the contaminated food. Like physically they get the organism, not by biologically. It not harbors inside their body. So it calls a mechanical carrier. Now biological carrier. It means the organism or the insect harbors the organism. The best example is a female Anopheles mosquito. It is a harboring or get biological vector of a malaria, which harbors the organism Plasmodium. Once the Plasmodium cycle is finished, it get come into the in salivary gland, and when it slugs the blood of any of the host or any human, the human get infected through the Plasmodium. So it inject the Plasmodium. So it called a biological vector. Now let's come on the soil and water. In soil may be a spores of fungi are found. The spores are more viable, can survive for longer time. So they become a very huge source of infection. In water, especially aquatic vectors are present. And also contaminated water, there are lots of type of organisms are present. Now in food, it is also very big source of infection, because when we get to eat outside, there are lots of organisms present in it. They get injected into the water or any food. Like we eat pani puri, we eat pizzas and these other things also. The street food, mainly street food is a very, very harmful for us. Do not eat, I also eat, but eat it less. Now in food, there are two types of infection are there: of food poisoning and food spoilage. These two words. Now food poisoning, what is mean? It has a poison or it has any of the compound splitted by organism. It do not harbor the organism. It only have the toxin secreted by organism. Now in food spoilage, their organism is bad, not the product of organism. Now what is more chronic? It is a food poisoning, because it get a poison of that organism, and the food spoilage get a organism. It has organism and this is a product of organism. So this is all about the source of infection. I hope you like the video, you understand. Comment if you want to learn anything from me. Stay connected with Ravi's Microbiology. Thank you.